Hey everybody, I decided to do my presentation on parent-offspring relationships as seen in the short story, Doe Season. We all read Doe Season for class, but here's a short summary in case you forgot what happened. Doe Season is a short story by David Michael Kaplan that is exciting from start to finish. It is a coming-of-age story of a young girl named Andy who is 9 years old. The story focuses on her growth and realization of who she is. She goes on a hunting trip with her father, the Spruans, more commonly known as the Spoons, Charlie and Mac. Charlie and Mac are very displeased that a girl is tagging along on the trip. When they get out to the woods, they do not see any deer for a long time. Andy starts praying that they'll find a deer to release some of the tension. She is the one who spots the first and only deer, after her dad brags that she has a knack for animals. Her dad believes she should be the one to shoot it since she was the one who spotted it. She does end up shooting the deer and regrets it immediately, thinking to herself, "What have I done?" After they find the deer, she runs away from it all, and then she realizes she does not want to be called Andy anymore. Father-daughter relationships in the short story. Andy's father has a close relationship with her. It is the most prominent relationship in the story. You can tell that Andy's father loves her with all his heart and would never want to do anything to hurt her. He has complete and total confidence in Andy when it comes to her and her abilities. This is seen when her father and Charlie are arguing over who should get to take the shot. Andy's father argues that Andy should be the one to shoot it because she spotted it and has a great shot. Not only that, but he also sticks up for her when the Spoon boys start to tease her. Father-son relationships. Charlie and Max Spoon resemble each other in many ways. Both of them are pretty nasty towards Andy. For one, she's a girl, and two, she's on the hunting trip with them. They always seem to have a snotty remark for Andy. There are many instances of this, from Charlie Spoon saying, "I don't understand why she's coming," to Mac teasing her about her innocence. In the story, Charlie never asks much of Mac, except he does tell him to go get some firewood, and Andy steps in, saying, "I'll do it." And that starts the whole conflict of Andy shooting the deer, because it could have been avoided if Mac would have went and got firewood. Charlie and Mac's relationship is one that is made of tough love, rather than a close personal relationship like Andy and her father. Mother and children. Both mothers in the story play an absentee role. We do not hear much of them, but there are many references about them in the story. The story of Andy's mom on the beach, however, is the most important to the storyline. When she sees her mom naked in the water, she runs away. And that same exact thing happens at the end of the book when she sees her father and the Spoon boys cutting up the deer. Andy is starting to realize that she does not want to be Andy anymore, but rather Andrea. Effects. The role of the parents in this short story have big effects on the offspring. Andy wants to please her dad and make him happy, but after she shoots the deer, she realizes that maybe that was not the best way for her to please him. He was very proud of her, but she was not proud of herself. Max seems to be taking in all his father is teaching him, and seems to be a bit rebellious in the way he talks and carries himself. At the end, I think Andy figures out she cannot make both her father and her mother happy, but needs to do what is best for herself. In conclusion, Andy and Mac both have loving parents. Andy's father is very involved with her, and to a point seems as if Andy does not want that. She ran off at the end of the story, again to the sound of Charlie Spoon, Mac, and her father calling her, crying out her name. And that is the moment she realized in her head that she did not want to be called Andy, but rather Andrea. And even though the two fathers may be harsh or overly confident in their children, They both love them unconditionally. I believe the mothers would have had more of an effect on the children if they had a bigger role in the story, but they do not. And in the end, Andy realizes that she does not want to shoot any more deer, while Max seems to be content right where he is at in life.